Rio has the biggest cake in the game. We're in Wriothesley's office. Let's make this happen. We only have one shot. I really don't want to miss this because if I don't want to mess my Frina pulls. Let us begin. Before we start, let's just see if we can get Elegy. I'm very close to pity on this one. I'm very close on this. I just want to see if I can get an Elegy. Razor. Oh, we got the bow. Come on, show me a bow. Show me a bow. Show me a bow. Well, I don't even have the mats for this either, so. Wriothesley has his weapon. Rip. I mean, it matches the Forest of Maripede, but not the coolest looking thing. You already got your weapon, so now it's only right for you to just come home, please. Don't mess with my Frina funds. Don't do this. Don't do this. 4 stars that really don't matter. They're already at C6 already. My primos. Dory 2 times in a row. Come on, Dory. Flip the switch. Get me the Riz. I'll take a sack sword. I'll take a sack sword. Oh no, this is not gonna be good, is it? Toma and Dory. Some of those are kind of soften the blow a little bit. Oh, it's gonna be all the way. More Tomas. And a Fab. Oh, Wriothesley. Oh, he is on the banner. Yeah, forgot. He is on. Oh, that was a sign. If the game freezes. What does the silhouette look like? Is it the Rizzler? Or is it Dia? Is it Dia? Hey! There he is. I was kind of scared. I didn't know that was his silhouette. Thank goodness. At least I actually won 150-50 in I don't know how long. C1? Or a loss for Frina? Guarantee? Nah. Alright, at least it didn't go, you know, terrible. It could have been a lot better, but it could have been a lot worse also. The game was like, did we spare him this time? Yeah, why not? He got the weapon. Let's just give it to him. Oh, you know what? I didn't even try him out first. I didn't even try him out first. We got the Rizzler. I like this though. Oh, I like the uppercut. It's like he's doing the Mario jump. They gave him... Ooh, wow. They are cooking in the trial mode. They gave him like a national variant. Suko, Xiangling, and Bennett. Use him without Bennett first? Let's see. Oh, then E. Let's not get smacked. So we do E. Did he like disappear for a second? Oh, okay. So yeah, the red mark is the... You're below the threshold.
A moment, please.
Dang, I like the sounds too. It sounds like meaty. Okay, so his charge attack is like Lenny's bow or a Nuvolet's source water droplets.
Stand clear.
Okay. Oh. Also, we have to do this first, actually. The voice actor for Wriothesley in JP is the same voice actor for Jotaro in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So we're gonna have to go with JP for a second to hear that. There it is. We found Jotaro. He's back. It does look like Street Fighter. Yeah, I don't like that his burst is the Osa hit though. That'd be great if it was the skill. You do feel like you're boxing, that's for sure. It does feel like you're boxing. Of course, much I say. And oh, level 80. That's kind of a big difference for. Oh, that's actually good. How much? What's like the stamina on his charge attack? Just I feel like I can't do it sometimes. It's 50. What? Why is it so much? Oh, but if you're below the HP mark, then it takes no stamina. That's kind of unfortunate though, because like that's like one of the funnest parts to me is like doing his charge attack. But it takes so much stamina. You can do at least 4. Oh wait, you know who's gonna be a really good pair with Wriothesley? The boy everybody's afraid of. Nobody wants to mess with him. Mika! Because he heals you every normal attack and he gives you attack speed. Oh, ain't no way. Oh, we got the 88. Let's use him there because then we're not going to be able to get his talents up. This will be a measly 7-6. Well, we have the cash flow, but you don't have the cash to level it. Oh. Well, rip the drip, but this will do. Alright, I've been in this Fontaine domain ever since the beginning of Fontaine, so hopefully we'll have something to show for it. Use this. You know what's good? He doesn't care about ER. So, that's actually good. Use this piece from yesterday. And I'm assuming, I guess, attack. Ooh, that was the problem. I don't have a cryo goblet. Just have to borrow that Rosaria. And I guess crit damage. 40 to 56. Well, it's 48, but it's 48 plus what, 36? So 84? Okay. So it'd be easy to swirl cryo, that's for sure. Whoops. Oh, dang. Okay. Alright. With the Shenhe buff. That is very heavily buffed though, but that will be like the rotation. This. Oh. Do it. It's a level 1 burst. Alright, well, it's pretty good with the right people. And Taylor Tula. Oh, we like stay red. We look like we're in like Kaioken from Dragon Ball Z. Alright, and then Mika. So we're not full health. I'm trying to do a charge attack, but I can't pull it off. I kind of messed up my attacks. Do this, this. Just do nothing but normals. The thing is though, like when you lose all your buffs pretty quickly. But you could swap off of him. Your rotation is going to be a little bit scuffed though. Usually Shenhe buffs people that you can swap in, swap out. But with Wriothesley, it's not going to happen as much. Seems fine though. I don't think I'm healing as much. My Mika's one level 70. And C1 supposedly is supposed to essentially give him a little bit more time in his E, even if he's below the mark. Which is like, it's a very big luxury con. I understand all the commotion with C1. It's like a very, very, very good luxury con. You get more damage too, but basically it'll make it so when you get below, you're not actually having to struggle to get back up again. Oh, so when your 5th hit hits the enemy, you get the Gracious Rebuke. So you get the CA. Oh, he's here. Melts. Uh-oh. I think D is getting the melts. He might have to go with the default. No joke. I think we're getting some melts in. I think that works. Hu Tao is kind of... Oh yeah, it does look cool. That does look cool. It's the first one. Wow, I like that. That looks like, oddly, it's so different than anybody else. I love that. And Sean Opa Sean Lee. Oh, there's no burst there. Come on. There you go. Ooh, problem is we are burning. No, don't die. Oh. Yeah, that could be cool, but I think you might burn too. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Oh, just rolled the wrong thing. Yeah, it's okay. I hate that, like... I hate that jump punch he does, because he does it, and it's like... He'll hit something that's way away from where he is. Also, just like, the buff doesn't do much. The Bennett buff. Getting hit is not an option. Ooh, Bennett doing the most. No! It's kind of fun though, when it works out. Level 1 burst! And it's nice to just like finish people off because you don't gotta do a whole song and dance. Oh, there we go. Oh, we didn't go E. No. Dang. It just got real. Best ice bridger in the game. It's over. Maybe not the fastest, but definitely the most consistent. It's been about a couple days since Wriothesley came out. a couple days of me trying him out in several different teams. So far, my very, 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 very early first impressions, like first week impressions, I just don't like him as much as other characters in comparison. I think he's totally fine as a character itself. I don't think he's bad or anything like that. But for me personally, I just didn't really enjoy him as much as I usually would enjoy a character. And for me, it comes down to like how a character feels to play the most. But there are a couple things to note before I even talk about him. Number one, there was a thing that I was kind of having trouble with, but that actually was a problem. His charge attack actually would like auto target the wrong things. And I'm glad this is actually an issue and not just a part of his kit. But I did notice this while playing him, and I'm glad that it actually was went back and fixed. So that was an actual issue. His charge attack would not properly target enemies. So that was one thing. Two, I kind of just wish he wasn't an E skill character. Like I wish he wasn't Yoimiya. I wish he wasn't Wander. I feel like it could have been a lot of potential for like something entirely different for his E. But anywho, the thing I think you guys all are going to probably see where I'm going with. This passive. So the thing is, this passive as a whole, I totally understand, right? You know, you do your normal attacks, you lose 4.5 of your max HP, and just like Lenny and just like Neuvillette, there's a mechanic to get your health back, right? And this is his way of doing it. It's a charge attack. But the thing about it is, there's so many different possibilities when using this in practice where, and it could just be me, but it just kind of feels incomplete. Because there's two different ways I like to play Wriothesley. Or should I say that I have played Wriothesley. One side is no healer, which I actually did like more. You know, no healer as in using a shielder. Like Layla or, you know, Zhongli or something like that. Where you don't have to worry about taking damage because you're shielded, and you can just worry about your own health being taken away by your skill, right? And that way was honestly my like funnest experience playing him. You know, like just do it how it's supposed to be played. But even still, when you do your charge attack in that way, you're not going to heal back up to 100%. You're only going to heal up to about maybe like 70, 75%. So next time you do your E, you're only going to have so many hits that are actually buffed. And it's so weird to lose your entire kit if you get below 60% HP, you know? Essentially, you are losing your whole, all your power. Like your damage just drops off so hard after you lose your E skill. And it's not like you're running out of time or your E skill got canceled. It's still up, you just don't have enough health to use it, essentially, right? And the other side, you know, the other way of playing him, which is using a healer, your heals, if they're good enough, let's say like, you know, like a well-invested Mika, which is a pretty good pairing, or like you're just standing in a gene burst, which we'll get into that later. But these heals are great and they'll keep you above 50% or 60%, however much you need for your skill to work. But then you're not actually playing his kit in entirety, right? You're only doing your normal attacks and you don't even get to get low enough to do your charge attacks. So you're not even really getting to use his kit, you know? Like essentially you're not actually using this if you're just over, you know, the amount that you need to have for HP. So it just kind of seems like things don't work the way they're supposed to work. Like this character's kit is not being fully utilized if a healer is doing their job. So it's like people are doing what they're supposed to do, but it just doesn't, you know, it doesn't flow, basically. It doesn't flow. And that's why I really, really like him in like mono cryo teams where, you know, or melt teams with Toma, where like I have an actual shield that's protecting me, where I don't have to worry about, you know, or not worry about, but I don't have to be over the cap. I can get below the cap and get the charge attack, and I can use this entire kit. And this isn't actually Wriothesley's fault. This is not Wriothesley's fault, to be fair. But because of how the devs created the skills and mechanics and the bursts, there's a lot of what we like to call circle impact. Circle impact is like Shenhe's burst, where it's a circle. You have to stay inside the circle to gain the benefits from it. Or something like a Kazuha burst, where it's a big circle. You have to stay inside of it. Something like Jean's burst, where the enemies literally get pushed outside of it and they don't stay inside. You know, or something like the classic Bennett burst. Now, because things work like this, that's fine. Wriothesley can operate within the side of those circles. But Wriothesley does a really good job at tracking the enemies, at least after the fix. The problem with that is if the enemies move around a lot, which, you know, that's just classic enemies, right? If they move around a lot, they'll be outside of the circle. And Wriothesley will not gain any of his buffs. You'll run into a lot of issues like that right now with the current Abyss. And I also want to touch on that too. I think there are some things that are working against Wriothesley, so like not in his favor, where that might be swaying my opinion on him a little bit. Like, for example, in that clip you just saw with the Seahorse, the Seahorse is our first boss for this Abyss. You start the Abyss with the Seahorse. So, and the Seahorse is just very cringe. He moves around so much. He's up in the air and you can't hit him at certain points. He'll just kind of like move over to the right, to the left, just randomly. And the burst also I want to talk about. I don't really use the burst too much as of yet. Of course, you can see it's on level 6. That doesn't have any impact on my thoughts on him. I understand that that'll be a lot more powerful once it's leveled. But yeah, I'm definitely not judging that yet. It's very, very reminiscent of Wanderers, pretty much the exact same. But basically, I've been rambling on for way too long. My point is, my first impressions of him, as you can see, my reaction in the trial, I did like it to start with, but the more I played it, there were things that I kept nitpicking. I think these are just my very, very, very early thoughts. And I have a lot of hope for him, especially with Farina coming up soon. I'm assuming the Archon will be, hopefully not a selfish Archon. I mean, maybe it would fit her style. Hopefully she'll be someone who can kind of buff the rest of their teammates. So I hope. But I have a lot of hope for him, and I want to see great things from him. I just think early thoughts, I wasn't too much of a fan. But hopefully that will change. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about him as well. If you're a big fan of Wriothesley, let me know. Like, let me know if, you know, you have his C1. How does that feel? Or his C2? Maybe even further than that. Yeah, let me know what you guys have done with him. Any teams that, like, maybe people haven't really thought of yet. You know, I definitely need a lot more info on him in terms of his weapon options, aside from his signature and his team, stuff like that. Maybe I'm missing something, you know? Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. But it's just the main thing was the feel and the design I wasn't that much of a fan of. But like I said, got hope for him. And let me know what you guys think about him as well in the comments. That'll do it for me. And I will catch you guys in the next one.